Well, thank you for joining me this morning. I appreciate that. All right, well, let's get started here. We're just a little bit late getting started, but we've got everything set up and we'll get this recorded and hopefully we'll have some more people join us. So go ahead and just kind of settle in, coming into a comfortable seat, finding your center, finding your breath, settling with your head over heart, heart over pelvis, finding that alignment along your spine as your shoulders roll gently down your back. Just letting your hands rest loosely, open on your knees. And focusing on the breath as it moves gently, fluidly in through your nose and out through your nose or mouth. And notice the connection of your breath as it moves through your body, using your breath to relax the body into the ground, into the mat, using the breath to clear and focus the mind so that you can internalize and focus on how you're feeling, on how the body's moving, and just getting rid of everything else that's not serving you in this moment. Taking these next few minutes on the mat to cultivate just connection within the mind and body and spirit, using that to work through the practice, work through the poses, and also taking that sense of connection off the mat as you move throughout the rest of your day today. Just knowing that whatever encounters you have, you're able to overcome and endure while using the breath and connecting to the mind and the body in that situation too. Because when you practice focus and control on the yoga mat, you're better able to focus and control your thoughts and actions off of your yoga mat as well. So let's breathe together, just taking one deep breath in through the nose, filling up the belly, through the ribs, all the way up to the top of the lungs. And as you exhale, sigh it out. Open your mouth and just let it all go. And do that again, breathing in fully into the belly, up through the ribs, filling up the lungs to the top of the chest, and sighing it out. And a couple more. Slowly bring your hands to prayer at heart center, just pressing the thumbs into the back of your chest, lengthening your spine. And if you had your eyes closed, go ahead and open them up now, finding a focal point, keeping your gaze. On your next inhale, circle your arms up, reaching up overhead. As you exhale, right hand comes down, left arm reaches up and over, just coming into a side body stretch. The right side kind of arching up and over like you're leaning over a ball as you press your left hip down into the ground, and your left arm stretches up and over next to your ear, reaching long over to the right side. Inhale up to center, right arm comes up to meet the left. As you exhale, left hand comes down to the ground, right arm stretches up and over, side bend over to the left, getting a stretch all along the right side of the body. Breathing into the ribs of your right lung, feeling the expansion as you inhale and softening as you exhale. Inhale, coming back up to center. Exhale, hands to heart. We're going to move into child's pose, coming to the back of the mat. So just kind of walk yourself back, bringing your big toes to touch, knees spread a little bit wide as you drop your hips back towards your heels. Chest comes down towards the ground, arms out long, and resting your forehead onto the ground. Just a couple of breaths here. Just feeling that full expansion, feeling your ribs expand on both sides as you inhale, breathing deep down into the belly. And everything softens as you exhale. Now on your next inhale, leaving the body close to the ground, kind of pulling your nose forward, coming towards the front of the mat, rising up into your cobra, and then pressing back into your child's pose. Inhale forward, moving as close to the ground as you can, leaving your elbows in towards your ribs, rising up to your cobra and pressing back. Just make this as fluid and controlled as you can, just moving with your breath. And one more coming forward, meet me up in cobra. And as you exhale, just lowering your chest down to the ground. On your next inhale, want to rise up with your left shoulder, looking over your left shoulder, doing a cobra twist. Exhale down to the ground. Inhale, rising up, right shoulder peels back, looking over your right shoulder, and exhale down to the ground. Inhale again, left shoulder peels back, looking towards your back left shoulder. Exhale on down. And cobra twist to the right, and bringing it back down. And coming back up the middle, elbows stay in, chest up and broad. Exhale, lowering back down. Go ahead and curl your toes. And as you inhale, pushing up into your plank, getting a good alignment from your heels all the way up to your shoulders, pulling your core in tight. And you can drop your knees down here if you need to, coming into a modified plank, as we're going to hold this for a few breaths here. Inhale in, exhale, let it out. And hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bend your knees, pressing it back into your downward dog, letting your heels press down towards the ground, fingers spread wide, letting your chest fall through. Go ahead and walk your dog if that feels good. Stretching along the back side of those legs. Then come into some stillness. It's kind of similar to what we were doing with the child's pose and the cobra. Roll through. So on your next inhale, forward, come over to your plank. Exhaling, pressing it back. Inhale, roll forward, coming to plank. Exhale back into downward dog. One more roll forward, coming into plank. And exhale, pressing it back to downward dog. Give me 3 deep breaths here. In through the nose, filling up the belly. And letting it out. On your next inhale, we're gonna step your right foot forward to a high lunge. Getting your alignment settled here, with your right knee, over your right ankle, balancing on the balls of your feet on your left foot. You can just make your stance a little wider to help keep you more stable. As you inhale, you're gonna rise up, activating the core, chest comes up, circling your arms up, coming into your crescent pose, leading that deep bend, that front knee. Going to be able to look down and see your big toe, so keeping that knee pressed towards the outside of your foot. One more breath in. And as you exhale, we're going to change it over to your warrior two pose. So flipping that back foot flat onto the ground parallel with the short edge of the mat. Your front heel should be in alignment with your arch, keeping that deep bend. Your front leg, keeping your hips and shoulders square to the long edge of the mat and arms parallel to the ground. Now flip that front palm up, reaching it out forward, then coming back into your reverse warrior. Your left hand is going to rest on the inside or your back leg, keeping that deep bend in your front knee as you reach that top arm up and back. One more inhale, stretch it back. Exhale back to your warrior two. Stay for the inhale. And exhale, cartwheeling your arms down onto the ground. Stepping your right foot back, moving to your plank. The lower down chaturanga, you can take knees, keeping your elbows in, down to your chest and chin. Inhale, chest comes up for your cobra. Lower down, curl your toes, pressing it back up to your down dog. One more deep inhale in. Pull, exhale out. Your next inhale, stepping your left foot forward into your high lunge. Again, finding that alignment, so your left knee is over that left ankle, balancing on the balls of your feet, your right foot. Once you get your alignment, go ahead and rise up, using your core, pulling your abdomen in to support that low back, hips and shoulders square to the front of the mat, and arms rise up. Your crescent pose, in that deep bend, that knee pressed to the outside, that foot. And one more inhale, reach it up high. And exhale, we're going to turn the corner into your warrior two. So flipping your back foot flat. Your front foot kind of scoots in so that your heel is in alignment with your arch. Hips and shoulders square to the long edge of the mat. Arms are parallel to the ground. And looking out over that front middle finger or index finger, having that focal point. Flip your palm up, reach it out forward. We're going to reverse the warrior. Right hand comes down to your back leg, keeping that deep bend as your left arm reaches up and back, coming into a side body stretch. One more inhale, reach it back. Exhale back to your warrior two. Stay for the inhale. And exhale, cartwheel your hands down to the ground. Stepping foot back. Lowering down chaturanga. Inhale for your cobra. Exhale, chest down and back up to your down. One breath in. Big exhale out. Your next inhale, bend your knees, look towards the top of your mat. Walk forward, do a forward fold. Feet about hips width apart, bending at the waist, letting your brain dangle down towards the ground. You can leave a bend here in your knees if that feels better on your low back. Just taking a moment to refocus on your breath, recentering the mind, getting ready for our next one. The next inhale, we're going to halfway lift, spine parallel to the ground, shoulders pulled back. Exhale, forward fold, bend your knees, roll slowly up to your mountain pose, shrugging your shoulders, rolling them down. Feeling the connection of your feet down to the floor. As you activate your muscles all the way up your legs, the glutes are activated, squeeze them tight, pelvis is tucked forward, pressing everything from the waist down to the ground. From the waist up, you're stretching up tall, elongating your spine. It's like you've got a string pulling up from the top of your head. Shoulders are rolled back, palms open. Once again, just coming to your breath. Go ahead and close your eyes for a breath or two, just to get that connection. Just feeling the support of your body, holding you firmly onto the ground. Go ahead and blink your eyes open. You're going to inhale, circle your arms up, salute. Exhale, forward fold, bringing them down. Inhale, halfway lift, spine parallel to the ground. Exhale, plant your hands, stepping back into your plank or half plank. Stay for the inhale. Exhale, lowering down, chaturanga. Take knees, chest, chin, or you can leave your knees up as you lower your body down at the same time. Inhale, coming up for your cobra. Exhale, chest down, curl your toes, pressing it up and back to your downward dog. One breath in, big breath out. Bend your knees, walking forward to the front of your mat, coming into your forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Bend your knees, rolling up, shrugging your shoulders, rolling them down the back. We'll come into a tree variation here. So putting your weight into your right leg. You can start by kickstanding your toes of your left leg, opening that left knee up. You can stay here for a modified version, or you can bring that foot up to your inner calf, or you can come up to your inner thigh. Pressing the sole of your foot and your internal right leg together, just squeezing everything to the midline. Glutes are in tight, core's in tight, spine's nice and tall. Using that hip flexor to keep that leg opened up. And you can take whatever version you want with your hands here. You can stay your hands at prayer, or you can throw your branches, letting your tree sway in the wind, challenging that balance, feeling the wiggles and wobbles of that supported foot that's holding you down to the ground. My hands back to prayer at heart center. To gently take that left foot, stepping back to a crescent pose. Right knee bent, now arms circle up. Exhale, hands down to the ground, into a revolve twist. So your left hand to the ground in front of your foot. If you have a block, use a block to help elevate the ground here if you need to. As you open up that right arm, reaching up towards the sky, just opening up through your chest, backing your right arm over your left, do a twist. One more inhale, stretching that right arm up tall. Exhale, right hand down to the ground, stepping your right foot back. Stay for the inhale. Lower down, chaturanga. As you exhale, you can take knees, chest, chin. Inhale, up for your back bend. Exhale, down the dog. Curl your toes, hips up and back. Give you 3 breaths here. Next inhale, bend your knees towards the top of your mat, walking your feet forward, going to your forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. A forward fold, bend your knees, rolling slowly back up to your mountain pose, shrugging your shoulders and rolling to a tree on the other side. Weight to your left leg, right foot to your internal left leg, whatever variation you need to take at your ankle, below the knee, or up onto your thigh. Just don't want to put any pressure directly on the knee, so make sure that your foot is either below or above the knee. And then take whatever variations feels good with your hands. If you have a focal point, a focus point where you can focus your gaze, that will help keep your balance as you remember to pull everything to the midline, keeping your core nice and tight, spine nice and long. To continue to breathe, to challenge your balance. Take one more inhale. As you exhale, take that right foot towards the back of the mat, coming to your crescent pose. Left knees over left ankle, balancing on your balls of your feet. Inhale, arms reach up tall. And exhale, hands down to the ground, and into a revolve twist. Right hand on the inside of your left foot. As you inhale, reaching your left arm up, stacking that left arm above your right, bending at the waist. One more inhale, stretching it out wide. Exhale, left hand comes down. Bend your left foot back for the plank. And dropping your knees for your modified plank. Inhale. And exhale, chaturanga. You take knees, chest, chin. You can lower the whole body slowly. Inhale up for your cobra. Exhale, chest down. Curl your toes. Hips come up and back. For your downward dog. 3 breaths here. The next inhale, just come on down to your knees. Walking your feet forward. Taking the feet off to the side. Onto the back side. And a lower down. Do a little bit of core work before we finish up here. Take it nice and slow as you roll on down to your back. Once you get all the way down, bend your knees, bring your hands behind your head, your elbows up just a little bit so you can see your elbows out of your peripheral vision. And then tabletop your knees up into the air and do some yogi bicycles. So as you inhale, bring your right elbow to your left knee, inhale back to center, left elbow to right knee, back to center. And you can keep your knees stationary, or you can elongate your opposite leg to make it a little more challenging. And try keeping your shoulders off the ground so that you're activating your upper core as well as the lower abdominals. And just move with your breath, making it slow and controlled. Let's do 5 more on each side. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right. Head down, grab those knees, pull them into your chest, and just rock side to side. You're taking it into some circles, pressing that low back down into the ground. Now drop your left foot to the ground, left knee stays bent, bringing your right foot on top of your left knee. It's coming into a reclined pigeon or a figure 4 stretch, letting that right knee open up and reach through the gap, grabbing behind your left knee, or you can grab onto your shin as you pull your left knee in towards your core to stretch that right outer hip, leaving your right foot flexed to protect that right knee. And just make any micro adjustments here, finding the spot that it feels the best. And once you find that spot, just hold and breathe into the stretch. Give it one final squeeze, pulling it in tight and releasing the foot on down. Go ahead and cross your right knee over the left, practicing your arms out to the side. And we're going to drop both knees over towards the left, going into a cross-legged twist. Shoulders stay flat on the ground. Focus on your breath, letting your breath continue to fill up to your belly and all the way up to the top of your lungs. Exhaling out completely. And your knees back up, uncrossing your right leg. Right knee stays bent, bringing your left foot on top of your right knee as that left knee opens up, coming into a reclined pigeon on the opposite side. And if this is enough of a stretch, you can stay here. You can kind of press into your thigh to help deepen the stretch, or you can reach through, grabbing either behind your knee or onto your shin as you pull that right knee in towards your chest, finding the spot on that left hip that feels good. You can use your elbow to press into your left knee to help deepen the stretch. Remembering to leave your left foot flexed, protecting that leg. Inhale, let's put that knee into close. And exhale, releasing your right foot back down to the ground, crossing that left knee over the right, arms out to the side. You're going to drop your knees over towards the right. Feeling that stretch of your twist. Letting your breath continue to fully flow deeply into your belly. Inhale, bringing your knees back up, crossing your legs. Once more, pulling your knees into your chest. Just rocking, circling those knees, massaging that low back into the ground. Just make sure you go in both directions with your circles. Then squeezing in tight, pulling your forehead up to meet your knees, plant big tight ball. To squeeze tightly everything to the midline. And exhale, release, opening everything up. Legs going long, feet softly falling off to the side. Hands either resting, palms facing up, or you can bring your hands, one to the belly, one to the chest. Just feeling that connection with your core, with your center, with your mind and your spirit. Letting your body fully release, softening everything down into the ground, let go of any tension, legs and hips, letting go of any tension in the low back, chest, shoulders, releasing any tension that you may be holding in your jaw or in your brow. Just letting everything soften, release, just feeling the total support of the ground underneath you. Coming back into your breath, just feeling the flow as it enters through your lungs and exits out of your mixer. Gently start wiggling your fingers and toes, bring some movement back into the body. Pulling your knees back into your chest, grabbing behind, just gently rolling, rocking and rolling all the way up and down your spine until you come back up into a seated position. Finding yourself seat, an easy seat. Once more, settling your head over heart, heart over pelvis. Bringing your hands to prayer at heart center. Once more, making that final connection. Just feeling the beating of your heart, feeling the air as it moves through your chest. Take one last moment to make that connection, connecting the body, the mind, the spirit, and the breath. I want to thank you for joining me in practice today. It's a blessing to be able to serve you and practice with you. I value you. Namaste.